Hey, Will, on Monday, Coach Golding talked about one of the biggest differences for this year's team compared to last year's that it was a relatively normal spring and the freshmen got to come in and learn. As someone whose spring was pretty, or your freshman year was pretty irregular because of COVID, how much better has this year been? And then how do you think it's impacting the freshmen that they've been able to learn since the spring in person rather than on Zoom?
It's been great getting out there to do everything full speed and fast and seeing the different formations and actually getting to run through the calls. I think the spring was great. And I also think like the Zoom calls were good too, just like showing us how it is, but being on the field and being able to take the coaching and actually go through it, it was great.
Go ahead, Stephen.
Well, after seeing what you did last year, I mean, looking at guys like Drew Sanders, looking at guys like King Wakuda and those guys, how have you seen the growth of those guys?
I think those guys have grown a lot. They're taking coaching and they're taking that next step forward, which I would think would be great, adding depth to our position. So I think they're coming along good and just taking coaching.
Mike.
Yeah, Will, when you look to improve your own game, what sort of players that came before you, whether it's at Alabama or in the NFL, what sort of players do you watch to learn from?
Oh, I always go back and watch the old film. Anthony Jennings is one of the most players I watch. Just seeing how he did everything, seeing how he shocks and said, get off blocks, pass the rusher, everything. His run game, everything. I really watch him a lot. He was a great player and very talented. So Anthony Jennings is a person I go back and watch film on a lot.
Nick Kelly.
Hey, Will, Henry Todisco is a guy who Pete Golding said is just a great leader. How has Henry shown that leadership since he got here?
Oh, he's been great. He communicates a lot. If you do something wrong, he's going to step on your toes about it. He's a very great communicator. He knows the defense as well too. So just him being able to do that and being able to be on the field and help us and help the younger guys as well. He's a great leader and a great player.
Charlie Potter.
Hey, Will. Back in the spring, you talked about trying to learn the whole defense and taking that next step into year two. Just where are you with that, and how much more comfortable do you feel out there?
I feel very comfortable. I'm taking that next step and just trying to help my team and do my job on a consistent basis and be the best version of myself.
Tony.
Yeah, well, Kool-Aid kind of comes in with a lot of help, a lot of hype and a lot of attention. You kind of had that same process coming in as a freshman. What advice would you give him just handling that kind of hype and extra spotlight as a freshman?
I think he's been handling it very well. He's humble. He comes to practice hungry every day. He's enthusiastic. He brings a lot of energy, and he's very coachable. He takes coaching, and he keeps his head up high. He always goes to the next play, and he just wants to learn and get better.
Michael.
Yeah, on that topic of Kool-Aid, Coach Pete Golding said he was a pretty big hitter for a cornerback. What do you see about him and his physicality on the field?
Oh, he's very physical. He has fun. He likes to put his nose in any play that we have. He's fun. He flies around. He has fun doing his job. I mean, that's what football is about, and that's what coming to Alabama is about, having fun flying around and hitting people.
Stephen.
Well, Evan Neal talked about how hard it is to keep you from the quarterback, but how has Evan Neal made you a better pass rusher?
That man right there, he's very talented, and somebody his size that can move like that. I mean, I think that's what you come to Alabama for, to go against players like that. He makes me better every day. I make him better every day, and I wouldn't rather go against anybody else but Evan. He's great. He knows what he's doing, and he's helping not only us, but he's helping the D-line and the outside linebackers as well.
Charlie Potter.
Yeah, well, last year you obviously played a lot as a true freshman, and you have two new guys in your outside linebacker room. Just what have you seen from Dallas and Keanu so far?
They're very great players. They're taking coaching. They've been very optimistic, and I think they love football a lot. They really do, and they've just been hungry, really learning to learn the plays and stay humble.